Hello and welcome to Ripper Seams. My name is Kate and I'm so glad that you've joined me here on my channel to learn all about my sewing adventures. Now this week is quite an interesting one because I'm going to share with you my fabric haul that I got recently from Australia. I was last due to go back in December 2020, but we all know what might have got in the way of me pulling that one off. So it wasn't until last year that we're finally able to get that trip sorted and get my family over to hang out with my brother and his family and my parents for a lovely family getaway and spend some quality time there, enjoying some sun and some beach time and visiting a lot of the Australian animals. But also I got to do some fabric shopping. Now, originally I wanted to go to the fabric store, which is in Fortitude Valley in Brisbane. Unfortunately, my schedule didn't allow it. We also had some very crazy weather, so we kind of didn't go out the days which we were planning to go out. But I did manage to go to Spotlight. So those of you who are not Australian and are not aware of what Spotlight is a massive big box store which mainly focuses on homewares, so it's full of sheets and towels and pillows and duvets, doonas as we call them in Australia, as well as other cooking equipment and stuff, but also has a massive fabric and haberdashery and craft section as well. So if you're in the UK, think of Dunelm Mill combined with Hobbycraft and stick them together and have that same floor space of those two stores. That's what a Spotlight is, or at least the one I went to anyway. So I did do 2 trips to Spotlight. The first one was on the Gold Coast, and I was very pleasantly surprised to get there and find that they had 40 to 50% off all their fabrics in store. So it was their big after Christmas sale there, and it was like, ooh, kid in a candy store. So my husband and my daughter went off to go look at other things in the area, and they just let me go for it in Spotlight for a good hour. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any footage of me going to Spotlight. I do have a couple of photos of what the inside of the store looks like. It is beautiful because everything is lined up. All the viscose fabrics are in one area, all the cotton quilting fabrics in another area, all the jerseys another one. So it's very easy just to go in there and find exactly what you're looking for. The added bonus was the discount, and of course I'm traveling over there on British pounds, which was very strong against the Australian dollar. So I actually got some quite considerable savings, which is why I was able to bring quite a fair bit home. Without further ado, let's get stuck into what I got. So Spotlight have a great range of fabulous prints by talented Indigenous artists, and there were so many to choose from, but I decided to go for this one. So this is a lovely viscose, 100% viscose, and this print is just amazing. I have got 2.2 meters of this because I actually got the end of the bolt, so they just gave me the extra. The movement and the colors in this are just stunning. I don't have a pattern in mind for this one, so if you've got any ideas on what this might want to turn into, I'm sure I'll find something, but yeah, feel free to drop something in the comments below. This print is actually called Minna Minna Dreaming, and I understand that the Minna Minna is a very sacred meeting place for women, Indigenous women. So I think this is just a lovely print, and I'm excited to make something beautiful out of it. The next fabric I got is also a viscose fabric, and check this out. This is stunning. This is a lovely green viscose. I've got 4 meters of this, but it is this really lovely rich green with this fantastic floral print. I do have a pattern in mind for this one here, which is Vogue V9311, and I'm planning to do this view here, the very long drapey version. I think this is what this fabric needs to be. I think this will be quite a lovely dramatic dress for summer. I can't wait to sew this one up, and this is actually the reason why I pulled this out. I went, where did I put that green viscose? Summer's coming, I want to make this dress. So here it is. This will probably get made up sooner rather than later, but yeah, this is my plans for this lovely fabric here. So the next fabric I've got is this beautiful pink paisley viscose. Just look at that. Oof, so slippy. Just a look at that lovely pattern on there. I think it's got some lovely tones. This also is going to need to be a lovely drapey dress. Again, I don't have a pattern in mind, but I thought I can definitely get something out of 3 meters here, which will be suitable for summer. So again, if you've got any ideas on what this might want to be, please let me know down in the comments below. So moving out of the viscose category, I also picked up this beautiful retro print slub cotton. Just look at that. Now, I've picked this up primarily for sentimental reasons. This reminds me so much of my childhood. I'm pretty certain there was a tablecloth not too dissimilar from this in my kitchen growing up. Possibly curtains. My mum must have bought a whole bunch of fabric like this and just made heaps of stuff for a house. Anyway, I've got 3 meters of this. It is only 115 centimeters wide though, so gotta think wise about how to use this. Now, I have measured up. I can get a style like hope dress out of this, so that's my initial plan, but I have got this pattern here, which is Simplicity S9466, which is a bit more of a retro A-line dress. A-line dresses suit me and they do sit nicely over my hips, so I'm kind of tempted to do that, but I'm also kind of tempted to do a hope dress, so I'm not too sure exactly which one. I'm going to think about it a little bit more. If you have any ideas or you want to vote on what I should make out of this, let me know in the comments, because yeah, I'm a little bit torn. Maybe there's something else other than those 2 patterns. Let me know. I also got a couple of cotton poplins. This one is to make something for my daughter, and it's got these beautiful, colourful Australian animals on it. Lovely kangaroos, koalas, and platypus on there, which I think is really fun. I got my daughter to choose which one she wanted, and this is what came out of it. Now, I think I've got 3 meters of this one, so I've got plenty of fabric to make something. Now, I really like the little Lizard King patterns for my daughter. They do a great range of girls' dresses and kind of separates, which range anywhere from like little babies right up to age 14. I've made a few dresses for my daughter so far. I've made the Amsterdam dress, which I might make up in this one, though there's a Cairns dress as well, which has caught my eye. So I'm going to get my daughter to pick which one she wants, and she can have something made up in this gorgeous Australian fabric. Now, the next fabric is one I originally bought for my daughter, but now I'm having second thoughts because I think I want it. I think if you've been watching my channel, I quite like bright prints, and this one is really, really talking to me. This is called Splatterpuss. Now, this is a cotton poplin, and it's got these beautiful big splotches on it, but if you can see, there are these gorgeous hidden platypus kind of hiding within the splotches, and I just think that is awesome. Look how cute those platypus are. There is 2 meters of this. It is also 115 centimeters wide. Now, this is a designer called Ellie Whitaker. I love all her designs. I can't go past this. I think this is fabulous. Because I bought this with the intention to make a dress for my daughter and not for me. If you've got an idea what might look fabulous in this, let me know. I have to resist making another Donny shirt. It needs to be something else, but I would like any sort of pattern suggestions. Now, the next 3 is part of my return visit, because I went to go back and I had to just be really, really good, because what I really wanted to make is just over to the side here, and I will not show you, is a whole heap of mess. I have got sewing haberdashery items all in one of those IKEA kind of stacker movable trolley things, and it is completely disorganized. So I need to make a by Annie catch-all caddy. I've got the pattern to that. I've had it for quite a while because I've been needing to make this, but I thought whilst I was in Australia, I had such a good discount on fabric, particularly with the exchange rate, I thought I would pick up something that would remind me of Australia. So I bought 3 coordinating quilting fabrics. The main fabric, I got this lovely bird print. So this is a yellow-tailed black cockatoo sitting amongst the, I think they're Banksia. I think it's just a really lovely fun print, and I just love all the birds. I've got 2 meters of this one. Now, this one was a bit tricky because as much as it was discounted already, I got it even further discounted because right in the middle of it, it's got a big massive seam running right down the middle. Can you see that there? Yeah, look at that. But I could not get 2 meters continuous. Now, you know what? For the pattern, I actually only need 1 meter. So I don't know how I had in my mind that I needed 2 meters. So I could have done without having that. So that's the first one. The second one is a contrasting fabric, which is this one. So it's got a grey background with these lovely little wattle flowers, which I think goes nicely with the cockatoos there as a contrast. And finally, the last one, and this will do all the binding around the catch-all caddy, is again another indigenous print here, which is this lovely circle dot print, which I think is stunning as well. I'm probably going to make this sooner rather than later, and this is probably going to trump some of my actual clothes sewing makes. So yeah, watch this space on how quickly I can sew these up. So that's my fabric haul from Australia. Now these are the ones I physically bought. I might do a separate video because I also was fortunate enough to be given some lovely, beautiful, I won't call them vintage, I might call them retro fabrics from my sister-in-law, who had a stash from her late mother that she wasn't too sure what to do with, so she offered them to me to see if I can make something out of them, which I did, which is this beautiful dress here is one of the makes. So I'll do a separate video on that one because there's a few fabrics in there as well. There you go. That is my fabric haul from Spotlight in Australia. What did you think? Please, please, please let me know any suggestions on what to make with some of those fabrics where I didn't really have an idea for. I'm sure something will come with mine, but if you can help me along with your suggestions, just pop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. I better mention what I'm wearing. This is the Harmony Top by Style Arc. It's got these lovely double layered tiered sleeves there. It's otherwise a really nice simple top. It is in a Minerva viscose, which has got all these wonderful cactus on it in this kind of just neutral grey and black print. I made this up late last year, and yeah, it's a really nice slinky top. It's a great one for work. I like wearing it about and dressing it up as well. So yeah, this is another one of my makes. The one behind me here, this is a Seasons of East Summer in New York dress, and this was actually my entry for the Sew Yellow for Endo Challenge. I really love this dress, but I'll talk a bit more about this fabric in another video. And with that, we've come to the end of the video. Thank you very much for staying this long and learning more about my sewing adventures this week. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up to let me know I've done a good job. And with that, I wish you a wonderful week of sewing, and I'll see you in the next video.